Finally, we're going to make a forecast for the weekend. We're going to start by doing forecasts for the weather systems that are anticipated to be driving the weather over Vermont this weekend, and then we're going to look at some model forecasts for specific weather stations over Vermont. The data we'll be looking at will be similar to the data we're looking at in Investigation 13B, so it's relevant to this weekend's investigations due on Monday. So let's start by tracking some weather systems. This would be the map site here, and you'll recall that we're interested in following a few low pressure systems. So if you examine the latest image here, we have the high pressure system here that was influencing our weather the past 3 days. The real weather maker for the weekend is this low pressure system here and this warm front that's moving out ahead of it. That's going to be moving in some warm, humid temperatures our way. So for forecast maps, we look at this forecast link over here. And we're going to scroll down to the short range forecasts here. Click on this image here. I prefer the color image here with a sort of a white background that makes the weather systems easy to see. So here's the low pressure system over Lake Huron right now. You can see a small warm front associated with that. You can see that sort of a disjointed warm front over here that we were looking at before as well. But this in green over here, the green shading here represents precipitation, heavy precipitation, where this green contour indicates where the precipitation starts. If you look at the time over here, this represents a 12-hour forecast that was issued this morning, and it's valid here at 0Z Saturday, which is 8 p.m. on Friday. Okay, it's 4 hours earlier because it's then in Eastern Daylight Time. So what we see as time goes on, Saturday 6Z, this would be Saturday morning at 2 a.m. You'll notice over here that the low pressure system is moving eastward as these systems do, and this warm front moved in towards us. And associated ahead of the warm front is this area of precipitation. So we're going to be getting rain pretty soon, late at night here over the northeast. You move on into Saturday morning here at 12Z. You'll notice that the low pressure system is moving to the north of Vermont here. You see a cold front moving in behind it here. But remember how the circulation is going here. We have a high pressure system actually forming here over the southern part of the U.S. So this is circulating this way. The low pressure system here is circulating this way. So we get this southerly winds here moving in the warm humid temperatures here from the Gulf of Mexico. Moving out here to the end of Sunday. This would be the end of Saturday, actually, Sunday at 0Z, so Saturday night. The low pressure system over here, a front pretty close to us. And you can see this green contour indicates an area where there could be showers. So we should be expecting very showery conditions here. Notice that at this point here, the warm front up here has moved through. So we're in this warm sector here. So we can anticipate very hot and sticky temperatures for Saturday night. Moving out ahead here to Sunday at 12Z, this would be Sunday morning. Pretty much the conditions are very, very similar here. We're still in the warm sector of this low pressure system. This system's hanging around here. It's kind of a complex system. You have this warm front here probably bringing in precipitation and a chance of precipitation. Finally, at the end of Sunday, there's no precipitation here, but Looks like we have this cold front coming through that by the time Monday comes around could bring in cooler air. Note that as it moves through, there's a chance of severe thunderstorms with all this hot, humid air over here. And this cold front anticipated to be moving through. We can probably be looking at this point, maybe some severe thunderstorms on Monday here, according to this system.